Well, well, well. What do we have here? Let's
Police
see.
still are making arrests in the violent attack on the U.S. Capitol that unfolded 2 weeks ago. They include a man from Maryland accused of beating officers with a bat. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live in Baltimore to show us the evidence. Mike.
Vic, the federal government released surveillance images of that Maryland suspect holding the bat, storming the Capitol. That suspect said in an online video the day of the riots that he was not there because of Mr. Trump. Emmanuel Jackson is one of the latest Marylanders charged in connection with the riot at the U.S. Capitol. Federal prosecutors say he was one of the first to enter the building and repeatedly struck police officers with a metal baseball bat. Jackson from Prince George's County turned himself into police. He explained why he was there in a video posted to Twitter.
We've been taken over by globalists, by the Chinese, by America. I'm not here for Trump. I'm here for America.
Police officers have described the harrowing attacks they faced that day.
You can see the guy reaching up to grab my gas mask, just sort of beating my head against the door and ripping it away. He was also able to rip away my baton and hit me in the head with it. So, I definitely considered that might be it. I might not be able to make it out of there.
The FBI continues to search for more rioters. The agency tracked Brian Bettenker, who was on probation for a Baltimore County burglary case, to the Capitol using his GPS ankle monitor. The self-professed white supremacist told his probation agent he was in D.C. to distribute Bibles. He posed with the Confederate flag and wore a Proud Boys t-shirt and flashed the white power hand gesture.
We have to take these right-wing extremist groups, these white supremacist groups, much more seriously.
Now, that officer you just heard from who was crushed in the door, the FBI announced that they have also made an arrest in that case, a man from Connecticut. His childhood friend turned him in by calling the FBI tip line. Reporting live in Baltimore, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Well, okay. So you see what happened. It's funny now they're trying to make it seem like he didn't come up there for that reason, and like as if he was up there for something else. I've heard people even try to attribute him to Antifa and what was it, Antifa and BLM? Please, I don't see that Antifa and BLM would have anything to do with that. I might not agree with aspects of both groups, but at the same time, come on. A lot of these people that are caping, it's funny how they were all about it and then they try to basically like run and deflect and lie. Yes, these suspect white supremacist types all the time. They always lie. They always want to blame and not take responsibility for the BS that they tout out and do. Anyway, all we can say at this point is, boy, you done effed up big time. We're referring to Emmanuel Jackson, the black man that you guys saw. The black DC man who that government prosecutors say repeatedly struck a Capitol police officer with a metal bat. He will remain in custody pending trial. Yeah, it's a trip. Basically, they're saying that he's a threat. But the thing is, he's not getting the same thing that a lot of these other cats got. Like, seriously. Like that one weirdo that had the Jamiroquai hat on. He got, I guess his mom got the judge to grant him some organic food, and I think he's on house arrest. And there's a bunch of other ones, they got house arrest. How come they're not buried under the jail? Because of the things that they did. In the hood, they put out all-in laws on people. Like, it's just like, how come they can't do that to these devils? Seriously. There's no way that this guy is getting the same thing as they're going to get. He's not even being released on bail. They got the chance to post bail. It's a shame. I'm going to read a little bit of this, and I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what's going on here. Harvey told Jackson that and his attorney that he could think of no combination of conditions that would allow him to release Jackson and ensure the safety of the community. Yet they can do that to everyone else. Really? People did die that day, and it could have been worse, said Harvey, calling Jackson a willing participant in a violent attack on the Capitol. Like nobody else was. He wasn't the only. They always find they got to go hard on that black man. I'm like this. I'm not caping for Jackson, by the way, you guys. I'm totally not. He deserves whatever he's getting for that because he shouldn't have been there in the first place, and what he did, he shouldn't have done. But everybody else should be getting the same treatment. That's what I'm saying. They should be getting the same treatment. So far, as Fox News reports, there has not been a formal arrangement in this case, but Jackson's attorney indicated that the defendant is planning to plead not guilty in the case. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all, dude. They got you on freaking camera, bro. Like, it's not going to work. My thing is this. None of them should have gotten bail, and they should have all got the same treatment that Jackson got. But certain people have privileges here. Jackson doesn't, and he should have known better. Now he may see the reality of his particular situation at this point. Anyway, you guys, I'd like to know what you think. Peace.